Hi everybody, it's Willie's American Guitars again. You know, we've been talking about, hiya Steve, hang on a second. We've been talking about, lately it's hard to get new guitars in. Fender told us that their American guitars are back ordered by 18 months. So it's getting pretty long back orders for stuff. We do have some new Fenders that are in. We do have Fenders on order. We will be getting guitars in because we ordered them a while back. Now, this is a Fender American Professional 2. This is a reissue here. So what's the difference? The main difference between the two is these will have a lacquer finish on it. These reissues will be closer to like a mid-60s, a 65 type Strat. And this is really not too much regard to that. So there's a few things. It's a 2-point bridge on this one. So the bridge is 2 points that the fulcrum is on 2 screws. On these reissues, it's all 6 screws. And if you like to bending it up, this is probably a little better system than the vintage system. It is an argument that there's less friction with 2, but for us traditionalists, we like that. There's also a difference in the pickups and how they're voiced, and voicing is blending the magnetic structure. So, and then these do have this switch, which it's a push-push switch where you can add the neck pickup at any time. There's a little difference in the neck contouring too. They call this a deep C and this original one kind of a thick C, but it is a slight difference in the neck. You are paying roughly $1,500 and just under $2,000. So these are $1499.99, and they have to get that 99 cents in there. And these are $19.50 minus a penny. So the American reissues, they are calling them the American originals, and it's not quite as accurate as their old ones were because they have a little, they're not as curved a board as the originals are. So we're playing right now through this new Pro Junior Tweed. Besides the Tweed, they have a different speaker in here, and these are great amps to have at home. Just a nice simple volume and tone. Now, I'm going to add that neck pickup. Or if you want to, you can have all 3 going. That's all 3 pickups, and I'll take it back out. The real secret to Strats is having those 2 pickups on, because the 2 pickups tend to phase cancel. Each pickup has a magnetic field. Whether you turn it on or not, it has a magnetic field, and the magnetic fields over the pickup tend to interfere with each other, and certain frequencies phase cancel out. So the real beauty of the Strat, besides that famous Hendrixy neck pickup, which is very... Also, that middle sound with 2 pickups on has that nice out of phase. Now, picking up the other one really quick. This is their 60s American original, they're calling it, and I've spoken to Fender about this. They really need to go back to making a 63 with all the features on it. There's a lot of details that each generation has. Early 60s feel different, sound different than mid 60s, and so on and so forth. Right away you can hear a little more power out of these pickups and a little more roundness to it. Some of that is the maple board against the rosewood. Now, instead of having the old 3-way, these do have the 5-way in them. So the vintage voicing, you can hear a little more hollow woodiness to the sound. With the lacquer, I can actually feel a little more volume out of the guitar, where these might protect the finish a little more. The lacquer might actually sink a little bit on this. The lacquer finish will also age and yellow on this. It's worth having a lacquer finish, and that's really what cost you a little more. Also, these have a nice hard shell case, and these are but plastic. And then these have that wooden case with the leather ends and tend to have a little better case. So for almost $500 more, $450 more, I think these are great guitars. These American originals, now they're on huge back order. I have one coming in pink that I ordered about 8 months ago, and then I have this sunburst one, and you can see the finish through here. It's a really nice grain on this particular one. They don't always come in with this kind of grain on it, and you get little features that don't matter much to the sound. The green guard as opposed to a white guard, you do get this different bridge, and those saddles traditionally on these old ones are made of zinc. That will change the tone a little bit, but there you go. An American reissue, and then the American Pro 2. One is $1,500, the other is just under $2,000, and both are a lot of fun. Make an appointment, stop in and see him.